talk low. I speak low, I carry a big stick.
And where are you from?
Originally West Philly. Yeah. West Philly in the house. So.
Tell me about your childhood.
All right, basically, my childhood was a little strange. My father, I think, was a habitual liar. He lied so much he believed his own lies. But he was the man.
What type of stuff would he lie about?
Basically, I think he was undercover because my mom told me some stories about him. I don't know if he did anything, but there was also some issues that always concerned me. Like, it was a man named Mr. Robert. Mr. Robert looked like a straight child molester, pedophile. He looked weird. He looked strange. He never really spoke. I can't remember. I don't know what his voice sounded like. But my dad self-taught himself to play guitar, and Mr. Robert would come over with an amplifier. I can't remember, in my mind remember what the fuck Mr. Robert would do, because I don't remember him playing the instrument. No, I do remember him sometimes. He would tag along with his guitar he had, but the guitar was a piece of shit. But he most likely, he just liked to hang around. He just liked the company of my dad. My dad was the man. My dad came from the boonies of Virginia. He was a Marine, a staff sergeant, a fighter pilot in World War II. The Tuskegee Airmen looked up to my dad, but he had caught tuberculosis and almost died. And he made it through, so they gave him honorable discharge. But sped up the VA hospital and shit because they kept telling my dad, years later, as he got older, it was bladder infection. By the time he got to a real doctor, it was prostate cancer, it was through his bones and everything. But growing up, my mom would leave months on end. She would leave months to be a prostitute in New York with her pimp, who she still chases to this day, 30 years later.
Did you know what she was doing when you were young?
When she came on one time, her hair was blonde. She had on these black silk tights, this big red buckle jewelry. She was a whore, and these heels. And I could be a kid, I was a kid, but I knew what her looked like, you know what I mean? Because I grew up on 60th Street, 60th Street, D block, but my dad had his own business, fixing cash registers, typewriters, and ad machines. If you had a business, you had one of those. If it broke, he was the only person in the whole tri-state area to fix it, period. You had to go to him. He had the whole game on lockdown. He had a storefront business. He came from down Virginia. He was a blockbuster, first black man on the block. Opened a storefront business, had 2 Cadillacs and a white woman in the 70s. But he had a window, a big window to the storefront of his business, and had all the cash registers and Cadillacs lined up on there, and nobody in their right mind ever tried to even attempt to break in. Because my dad was the house you crept by, Mr. Saunders, Benny Saunders. We were the preacher's daughters, couldn't mess with us. Because we ain't had no company come over, we ain't had no friends come over, we didn't go to their house, none of that. We had a backyard, he put the gate up. Yeah, he had a backyard, he put the gate up. He nailed all the windows down, padlock all the windows down.
Why?
Because I used to run away.
Oh, okay.
And he was real strict. We had a cat. I said, Daddy, I want a cat. So we got a cat, but the cat was crazy, and they didn't tell us that. So we had to go to the basement all day long. My dad was at work on service calls, but mostly he did work in the storefront. Like he would close the door, but the chemicals, the ammonia and all that stuff, that's like a prostate cancer, I believe. Working every day in the storefront with them chemicals. But he would go on service calls, the cat would be in the basement because it attacked my mom, it attacked my sister, it attacked me. But my dad came home and stopped his foot, the cat haul ass. He was protecting my dad, I think. Bandit. But we got rid of him because
the cat's name was Bandit?
Yeah, he was crazy. But my dad would stop his foot. That's what I do. And the cat would haul ass in the basement. Like, he would not fuck with my dad. My dad had a sawed-off shotgun ready for anybody who would even look like they come in that house, which he hit my mom with. He hit her with the butt of the shotgun. Because, could you imagine your 2-year-old and 4-year-old little girls, 10 o'clock at night, coming from 60th and probably past Cedar Ave, past probably around Catherine and Christian,
far distance.
Cox Street, right? 2 and 4 at 10 o'clock at night. Walking, knock on the door. Where's your mom? I don't know what's the man. Now I don't condone no man beat no woman.
By yourself?
Yeah. She said no. She said she want to be with her pimp.
Yeah.
That's what I told you. She left at the park with her pimp. She's still chasing this fucking man to this day. He's 5,000 pounds and he does projects and broke as fuck. Why? He wasn't broke, because Clyde died. My mom took that money to Puerto Rico, spent all the money on him. Money died and went away. Clyde died. The money went, she spent the money, and it was gone. Same thing with my dad, I'm getting that. So, come on, I don't condone a man hitting a woman, but could you imagine 10 o'clock at night on 60th Street in the mid-'80s, that's when all the gang was going on, the Moon Gang and all that, right? Like, yeah, I saw Bertin get shot across the street, coming around the street, he got shot. Moon Gang was going on, the gang war was going on. Crack just hit. So, niggas was crazy. Crack just hit. So, you know that show, what's that show came out when it was about crack? What's that show came out?
Show or movie?
It's a show on cable about when crack came out. Not The Wire, even S. Anyway, when crack hit, niggas were crazy, period. So I don't condone a man and a woman, but he beat the shit out of her. When she came home, when she came home, he beat the shit out of her, plain and simple.
Did you see it?
Hell yeah. He was sawed up, he was a 2x4. He broke my sister's jaw, punched her like a man.
Your sister?
I forgot why.
So did you,
but I was daddy's girl.
How did you feel?
I was daddy's girl. I was the one when my mom and sister would bond. They would bond, sit at the kitchen table, play cards, play rummy. She would teach me how to play rummy. And I was sitting on the kitchen step waiting for my dad to come home, because I was daddy's girl. And when he came home, he would sit on his lap, read the Bible to me. That's no scriptures. He would talk to me, we play in his room. My fucking ignorant ass mother tried to put in my head that he did something to me sexually, but he didn't, because I remember some shit like that. I know you forget, your God makes you block certain stuff out, but she's a fucking weirdo, because when he died, at the viewing, my mom said, at the viewing.
At your father's viewing?
My mom said to me, he's not here to save you anymore, just out of nowhere. But guess what? He was my father. My father lived walking distance. And had a house in Woodbine and a house walking distance from where I grew up. 28 years old, after my dad died of prostate cancer, when my mom took the money out the bank, cleaned his clock, he had to get cremated. She tells me he was not my father. He used to beat us with extension cords. He had a strap, put your hand out. If you moved your hand, you get it twice. He was not abusive. He was old school. Pull your pants down, whoop your ass. My mom was abusive. Spit in my face. I hate you. You think you're cute. When she was home, she terrorized me. She spit in my face at 4. Stupid asshole. You're gonna be nothing. You're retarded. You're a loser. You're a piece of shit. I hate you. And you don't want to believe it, but you believe it after it gets drilled in you. Every day, that's where my anxiety comes from. That's where my OCD comes from, because I was trifling as a kid. I didn't want to clean my room, but when she came with a trash bag and she didn't want to clean her room, she terrorized me. Ripped my Michael Jackson off the wall poster, off the wall, my favorite poster. If you want to clean your room, I'll clean it for you. And she would come in, because she would leave for months and months. When she came back, she took it out on me. I don't remember her doing too much to Samantha, except for being bonded. But I was the one that got verbally abused. Bad. I mean, bad. Bad. My mom and my sister like this, they argued like this. My kids got adopted because she was called DHS and went out with the kids. Why would you go to DHS and not take the kids? My nephew, she took my nephew. It's a long story with that. But growing up was fucked up with my dad. We had money. We got our school clothes from Strawberries and Winemakers, okay? We didn't work for nothing. We would go to Virginia. He put us in an apartment in Virginia. My mom called a case in New York, and he got his telephone. And had the house going on at the same time. And was married but separated, so paying that Illinois. So he had the apartment in Virginia, the house in Philly, and paying his wife. One man working by himself every day fixing typewriters and stuff. That's why he fucking killed himself. He drove him. He worked himself to death, literally. He worked himself to death to take care of her. And she ain't shit. I think that's why I hate white people. They're evil. That lady's evil, man. She's evil. put a picture of me on Facebook months ago. The worst picture I've ever seen in my life. I live home at 16. I have 9 kids. I never asked her for shit. She reaches out and finds me to do shit to me. I leave her alone. I had to stay away from that lady because every time she comes anywhere in the city at me, she burns me. As she's in my face talking to me, what she's doing? Sharpening a knife behind her back. That's what she's doing. Every time we come anywhere near that lady, she smiles in my face, but she's sharpening a knife behind her back. She always does something for me to let my guard down. I let my guard down because I want my mom, I want my mother's love. I want her acceptance. I want her approval. Every time I let it in near me, she fucking does something evil. So my childhood was fucked up. What's the next question? My kids aren't though. Why? Because I kept my drug addict, crackhead ass away from my kids. I love my kids enough to say, you know what? I love y'all from here. I love y'all enough to say, I'm gonna keep my ass away from y'all so y'all have a fucking chance in life. My son got signed a record deal. My daughter's going to Harvard Law School right now as we speak, working in D.C. at 24. So no matter where you come from, your background, your mother, drug, following drugs, whatever circumstances, you can be somebody and something. My son, 10 years straight in juvie, came out when I got a CDL. Because I told him, don't be a statistic. Don't be utilizing resources. Don't be what people think you're going to be. My mom said, you ain't shit. Your kid ain't be shit. Well, guess what? I don't see some man that's fucking retarded son going to fucking Harvard. No, he's retarded. Sorry, my nephew's a retard. And a weirdo, like his mother. So, but I helped him. I helped him because she was beating on him. And I told him, what you see leave, tell somebody. And he locked my ass up. So, yeah. That's another story. What's the next question? Why am I in Kensington? Because I feel normal in Kensington. No matter how fucked up and trifling, thievery and sneak and conniving, maybe you know what it is? I know what I'm dealing with. See, I observe my surroundings and people. I know in Kensington, I know what I'm dealing with. I'm comfortable in this uncomfortability. I know what to expect. Expect anything, anytime, anywhere. Okay, see, I know I know what I'm dealing with. I don't like anything new. I don't like anything I don't know what I'm dealing with. I learn my surroundings. I learn my people. I learn the thing I'm have. I sit and watch everybody. I don't miss nothing. 24 hours, 7 days a week outside. I'm pretty sure I see everything. It's nothing I don't miss. Try to keep a sample from me. They try to keep a sample from me. These two morons. You can't keep a sample from me. I'm gonna find out where it is. Matter of fact, I'm gonna find where all samples are and keep it from you. And give you $1 so here, $1, go to the store, get you coffee, give me a coffee. While you're in the store, I'm going to sample. Don't fucking play with me. Kensington is crazy. I hate it. I'm dying down here. It's like quicksand. The more you struggle, the deeper you go in. It's like controlled. The cops have a controlled environment. We're in a controlled environment. Controlled drug, what's it called? Controlled substance and controlled environment. We're being babysat. And here's the video games play that too. They keep us occupied while the real world's going on. While the real, it's a distraction. All the food, donations, cakes, pretzels, cupcakes, chocolate, tea, coffee, clothes, food, samples. They're keeping us busy while the real shit's going on, and it's gonna hit us in the face bad, because y'all read them signs saying, we're cleaning, we're building, everybody getting housing vouchers in 3 to 4 months. Why is that? They want us to fuck out to our eyesore, because the real world's getting built around us, and we're too stupid to see it, because they're keeping us busy. Here, look over here, y'all. Look at the shiny tool, like the Native Americans. They got us, they're occupying us while the real world's going on, and we're too dumb to see it. Sample every 5 minutes. Why? The young wolves are doing perks. When you do opiates, your receptors drain with your tolerance. You have to do strong opiates, right? So what happens is, perks, they can't afford perks 30s. Why? Because they cost money. They try subs, but subs are $2 now, because it's fun, they ain't work. Right, so what they do, gotta do dope. Can't do dope, why? Because they ain't got the motherfucking money to pay for it, because they getting, $5, $10 a bundle. So what they do, sample over, pocket the rest. That's how they get any drugs. They keep calling samples so they can say, all right, sample, that was over.
So let me just break this down, because I want to ask you about
Go for it.
So you said the young boys that are selling drugs, they're also taking Percocets. Then when the Percocets don't work, they move up
Strong opiates.
To Suboxone, you said, right? So the Suboxone, how much is Suboxone in here?
$1.
$1 for a strip? All right.
It was 4 or 5, but now everybody and their mother has it. So now, because it's so
cheap.
It's so accessible.
And after that, they go to the dope.
Right.
But they don't have the money to pay for the dope because the young guys that are actually selling the drugs on the corner, they're only making a couple dollars.
You only make money selling dope if you sell by a gram.
Yeah.
So they make somebody else rich. It's only 2 suppliers in there. It's only 2 drug suppliers. It's all the same drug. There's different cut. Actually 3. Weymouth and Zone. But I don't see the names. It's only 3 drug suppliers in there. It's all the same drug. There's different cut. That's why everybody got hard. They had hard all at the same time. It's all the same drug. It's different cut. It's only 2 suppliers in this whole fucking area. So they can't afford the dope. So they do call a sample.
And then they cut the samples off. They're supposed to give out
Who's watching
10 bundles.
Who's watching
They stop at 5 bundles.
No, they stop at 5 slices.
Yeah.
And
then they keep all the rest so they can use for free, right?
You know, you can tell?
It makes sense.
No signs, huh?
It makes sense.
All the groupies around them laughing at the jokes. People in their face hanging around them, they wouldn't even time of day.
Yeah.
Laughing at the jokes. Ah, it's so funny. Look at Goldie, right there, K&A. With about 20 motherfuckers right there, right? You think these cops, they're watching them. They think the cops are just sitting there eating donuts. No, they're doing what? Gathering what information? And information building up, and then you're gonna be indicted. Yes.
So let me tell you something. And this.
And boosting.
So look, hold on real quick before we move on. So before I started getting high, I had corners here in Philly, right here, not far from where we're at. And that was a problem that we used to have to deal with.
And I wouldn't say too much of that.
You know, that was a problem that we had to deal with, and that was in the early 2000s.
You didn't have anything. I don't know what you're talking about. You didn't do a thing.
That was, I did my time for my shit, So I'm not worried about that. But, that was something that we had to worry about then, was samples was also problematic. We used to have to put somebody across the block to make sure that we seen enough people come for the samples that were supposed to go out.
My friend had a clicker. He said, listen, I know exactly how many bags you give out every time. He said, you have X amount of bags, I got you. He had a clicker. Some kind of setup where he knew exactly how many bags went out, right? The boy did exactly what he told him to do. He had exactly one. He gave him 2 bundles and $60.
Yep.
Yeah, because they know.
So he got his head blown off.
But now, they don't know. Nobody's monitoring.
Yeah.
The person monitoring is getting high. Yeah. The ones monitoring them, giving out samples, they smoke crack.
The case, man.
They smoke crack. Like, so everybody's getting high.
Let me ask you something. How many different times a day do they holler samples?
This is how it goes.
Not just one block.
Time out. This is how it goes. I got it all mapped out. So I go to the park around 5 o'clock every morning. As I'm done making my money down, such, right? So about 5 o'clock, I go to park, I do my rounds. I walk around, do my rounds, I find money, dope, cash, weed, knife sets, fucking tasers, fucking mace. You name it, I find it, and I slowly sell it all throughout the day so I take samples, flip hard for dope for hard for dope. I'm flipping samples and shit I find till about maybe 1, 2, 3 o'clock, get myself together, go back out and date again. I got it all figured out. So, 5 o'clock in the morning, sample, they get up, get the sample. As you come back, one more sample, guess what? Sample over here, right?
So how many bags do you think they're giving away at each sample?
Well,
if you had to estimate,
if you are a seasoned sampler, you get, if one person will get a sample, I get 2 from him, swing around, it's chaos. Guess what?
I'm talking about how many do you think, like let's say if they're giving out samples on K&A, how many samples do you think they give out on K&A total at one time?
15 bundles.
15 bundles?
No, not there.
No, I'm just saying wherever. I just said K&A.
A main place,
yeah.
Giving out 20, 25 bundles. Easy, fast. Because they tell me, y'all late, we have 25 bundles. Thank you, you moron. But a slow dragging block, they ain't doing shit. Guess what we get out? Maybe a bundle or 2. We're not giving samples, y'all. Y'all buy it all the time. Okay, right. Samples are supposed to go for people that don't buy it. Right, so they know what it is like, so they buy it. Right. You don't shop here, you get samples. And I won't shop here, I don't know what the fuck I got. They say, we ain't give you no sample because you don't buy here. I never will, because I don't know what the fuck your shit is like, because you won't give me a sample. That's what I do, I don't go to a moron. It's for me, I don't know what the fuck it's like, and I won't buy here, you stupid ass.
When's the first time that you got
And it's so disrespectful.
dope?
Oh, man, it's so fucked up.
What year?
A doctor.
And how old were you?
I'm late bloomer. I'm late. About maybe like in my, just turned about 30. About 30, yeah.
And tell me what has changed from now till then.
Oh God, now it's the drugs are not even drugs no more. The fentanyl is not real. The Xans are not real. Nothing's real. It's all synthetic, underground, black market car fentanyl. Who knows what the fuck it is? Nobody knows what it is. It comes in the ass of dead animals. Who knows? None of that comes in. Listen, nobody knows what it is. Not even the person that's the top of the top of the top of the top of the top.
Yeah. Listen.
Nobody knows what it is.
So
it's
I say that a lot
synthetic.
because if I'm supplying keys, the person I'm giving it to, they throwing something on it. The person they're getting throwing something. By the time that bitch gets here, it's whipped up.
It's stepped on more times than fucking 7 days a year. Seriously, it's bad. Like nobody knows what it is.
Yeah.
That's why they do samples, because they want us to figure out. Here, you do this, and you let us know. If you don't die, come back and talk to me.
Yeah. Let me know how.
Why do you want to do the sample right there? Samples, you gotta do it right here.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah,
why? If I joke that I want you dying right here. Like, take that sample, get the fuck out of here.
Well,
this place is nuts.
So.
That rattle, that make any kind of sense?
Yeah.
No, it makes sense.
The whole time I was talking, that make any kind of sense.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
All right.
Let me ask you one more thing.
I'm angry. I'm angry. Please, if you're gonna do this interview like this, nothing personal, nobody, don't apply that fly. Give correct information, please, because you're gonna kill some fucking body with the wrong information. Seriously. If y'all listening and y'all believe nothing none of us say, get in your car on the bus one day, right? Bring your taser or some kind of weapon. We ain't gonna attack y'all. We not. We go for easy Vicks, like people sleeping and shit like that. We're not going for somebody we can have a fight against because we're too high and tired and sick. We're sick. We only go after motherfuckers. We're sick. We gotta get. And it's you, your friend, whoever. If we're sick, we don't give a fuck with our mama lay next to us. If she got 5 things on her pocket, guess what? Sorry, mama, gotta take that. We don't give a fuck who you are because our organs are shutting down. We don't just get sick, like, sick. No, your kidney shutting down, your liver shutting down. Because you remember how that feels? The fear of getting sick will make you fucking kill whoever to get a bag. I don't give a fuck who it is. It could be your best friend. Your best friend can be sleeping nice and easy, right? Have a bag of dope right there. Guess what? Sorry, Joe. I'll get back to you later. We don't give a fuck who you are. That sickness will make you get a gun and kill yourself, put yourself out your own misery. That's how bad sickness is. The fear. If it was easy, we all go to rehab. We don't go to rehab. Why? You sit in the waiting room 2-3 days with nothing, and you will die because you are dying. We get sick, we're dying. We're not just getting sick, we're dying. Do you know what death feels like? That's what we feel like. That's what we feel like. We're dying. We're not like, oh, I'm sick, oh, give me some cold medicine. No, we're feeling, we're dying. That's what it is, we're dying. And dope regenerates us and gives us life. It's our medicine. That's what it is. So when you hear somebody say, I'm dope sick, not sick like, oh, give me some ginger ale, some soup, and some cold medicine sick. No, dying, or we can feel each pain of, you feel death, we're dying, we're fucking dying. We're not just fucking sick. We can feel the pains of death. And if you ever been dying before, you know what it feels like. But could you imagine feeling the pain of dying and you can't stop it and you're awake and the only thing to stop it is the fucking bag of dope that some moron won't give you that has it? You have it and you gonna leave me sick. That means you don't give a fuck about I'm dying, you don't give a fuck. You give me a bag and help me get well, I'm your friend to the fucking end. Because it means you care about live. You care about live. When we're sick, we're dying, fellas, not just sick.
Now, let me ask you something. The first time
that you
had to do something that you regret doing because you were dope sick?
Leave my fucking kids.
Okay.
Leave
How
my
did that
daughter.
make you feel?
Like a piece of shit. That's why I keep getting high, because I don't want to feel anything. The minute I start feeling remorse or guilt or pain, I gotta stay high. I gotta stay 24/7. I gotta stay high as my drug 24 hours, 7 days a week. Every waking morning, every waking minute, I gotta have some kind of drug. Because I don't want to feel shit. I don't want to go to sleep. And why? Because I'm gonna wake up sick. I don't want to go to sleep, so I'm taking every drug I can take to stay awake for however long it takes. I'm gonna take any drug I gotta take to stay awake. I gotta stay awake. I have to stay awake. I have to stay awake. I have to stay awake. I can't sleep. I can't go to sleep. I go to sleep, I'm gonna wake up sick, gagging. So I gotta have to do something. So I get some dope, right? And tuck it before I wake up. Guess what? It's gone. Somebody stole it. So I wake up, my go bag is gone. So I wake up freaking out, crying, and everybody say, shut the fuck up. We ain't trying to hear shit. We're sick too. It's all fucked up down here, man.
Do you have any questions for me?
I need you to pick people that got correct fucking information. Because one bad or false fucking comment or explanation in this area could either draw somebody in excitement or give them bad information and they die. So make sure it's right. Make sure you pick good people. Pick the right people.
Thank you for your time.
Watch them first. Observe people first, like you've been doing. Because you're not stupid. I respect you. You know I respect you because you didn't get clean, get to the other side, and forget where you came from. You don't think you're better than nobody. You don't. You are giving back what Sophie was giving to you, and I respect you for that, sir. I do.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I thank you for taking your time to speak with me, and I hope the rest
Please,
of your day goes.
the last thing I'll say is this. If a doctor wants to prescribe you Percocets, don't take any oxide or codeine or any of that shit. We already have open receptors in our body that's going to deal with our pain naturally. God put anything inside us to fix is already inside of us. You don't need no pill to fucking get through nothing. You don't. You don't. If you're sick and you go to the doctor and get your pills, don't take them. I don't care what it is. If you have mental disease and you get pills, don't take them. Get therapy. Okay, natural therapy like water therapy or like therapy talking to a therapist or some. Looking at any kind of alternate besides pills. Pills is the pharmaceutical business. They want us to be hooked so they make money, but then we got the money for this shit, so we go to the street and we're done. So that's how that starts. Y'all know it. So don't take no pills. If you're sick, don't do it, please. That's all.
Thank you very much.